The latest app to hit mainstream and be completely popular is called Clubhouse. If you haven't heard of it, well, you're gonna start hearing about it real soon because it is blowing up. What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Katrina. Today we are doing a deep dive into Clubhouse and basically giving you a tour of the app. If you like all things social media and content creation tips, hit that subscribe button below to stay up to date with all the video content I have coming your way. So, like I said, Clubhouse is skyrocketing into the amount of users that are jumping on this app and, just being a part of that community. As of right now, today, there are over 6 million users. And that's insane because back in January, there was only 2 million users. So it literally tripled from like January to February. The app itself launched back in March 2020, and then in and around May, I would say, they did a little statistic run to see how many users are on the app. And in May, it had 1,500 users. So from May all the way to now, millions, that's just insane. But anyways, this app is so cool. I basically would compare it to a virtual conference, a live virtual conference, because you can literally find a topic, room, and join it and just listen and consume all that knowledge. Now, for those who've never been to a conference, what I love most about conferences is that there are so many different workshops that you can take advantage of and learn and consume and just really enjoy. So that is exactly what Clubhouse is. So we're gonna actually go right into it and see what the heck this is. I'm gonna start screen recording so you all can visually see what in the world I'm talking about when I'm discussing Clubhouse. So when we're in Clubhouse, you open it up and you open it up to this page, right? And when you sign up for Clubhouse, you can secure your username if you don't have an invitation. Secure it now, put in your phone number, because trust me, it's going to start, increasing more and more. So if you have a specific username that you want to go ahead and secure it now before it's taken by someone else. But if you do have an invitation from someone who's already in the app, by all means, get in on this and join it ASAP because it's so cool. So you open up to your homepage. You have a bunch of different topics. Up in the top corner, right here at 11:30, 12, you can see the different topics that are going to be discussed. So at 11:30, entrepreneurship isn't a game. Another topic happening, Q&A, tax and biz help to help save your biz. 12 p.m., higher self conversations, and so forth. So those are the upcoming topics that are going to, be discussed, and I can join their room if I choose to. These slots down here, these white slots that say help, I can't find my purpose, how to buy a home with a 500 or 780 credit score, and so forth. Those are all rooms that are happening right now. So if I were to click on them, I would join that room instantly and start hearing what's going on in that particular room. Now, you'll notice that on top of the topics, you'll see women in business. That is the group I'm a part of. So you can join these different groups, and from those groups, there's different topics. So with women in business, it's pretty much all business related stuff, business conversations. So that is the members who are in that group. Those are the types of rooms that they're going to be hosting. But you can join multiple groups. You can have a variety of groups to just, if you have a variety of interests. And if you scroll all the way down, so see here, this viral marketing stars, it doesn't belong to, I'm not a part of that group, but I can still see it. So this is being generated off of my interest. So when I signed up for the app, I chose the different things I was interested in. So I said small business, marketing, content strategies, art. I did a whole variety of things because, as I said, I have a variety of interests. But if you scroll all the way down, so which that's what we're obviously doing, you can hit that Explore tab, and then even more topics will start generating where you can join those groups. And let's just say I was interested in daily habits of high performers. You can see down at the bottom how many people are in the group as a whole. So there is 722 people, and then that slash number, so 29, that's how many people are actively talking and who are either moderators or on stage getting ready to talk. So when you join a room, I'm going to try it with the group that's not so big. So let's go ahead and scroll up. Let's just join this, I can't find my purpose. So we're going to actually join a group.
The corporate math and be who I am, talk like I talk, and it works. And that's what I mean by alignment. Like, you want to be able to wake up and live your life and pursue your passions and do the work you're good at.
All right. So I love it. I love when you join a group and people are just like passionate and already, you join real time. So whatever they said before, you can't really access those conversations because people are not recording these rooms. They are just, testing out the waters and seeing what, this has to offer as a whole. So when you join a group, you're going to notice that there are, in this particular group, there are 3 women who have this little star next to them. That means those are moderators. So these 3 women are moderators for this particular group. And anyone can become a moderator. I could start my own room and let's just say, let's talk YouTube basics. And I could be the moderator of that group. You can also have multiple moderators. The more moderators you have, the more, I would say it's preferred, because then all those different moderators are bringing in their network, so that you can then just have a bigger room to just have these dialogues, have these conversations, and just, share your wealth of knowledge. But what the moderators can do, they are allowed to approve people to come up on stage and talk. They can end the group entirely and just say, hey, we're done with this conversation. And they have the ability to just request people to hey, do you want to come up on stage? So what I'm talking about that you're like, come up on stage, what in the world are you talking about? So if I wanted to speak in this group, I would hit this little hand in the bottom right corner. I would raise my hand, and then one of those moderators would see that, I have something to add, I want to say something, and they can accept my request to bring me up on stage. It's a virtual stage, and they can say, you know what, yes, she can. The moderators also have the ability to look who is in the group and say, okay, let's invite so-and-so on stage. The moderator may recognize someone as oh, this person is a really good, person who talks about purpose and being successful and stuff, so they can invite that person to come up on stage. I've been invited a few times in different groups that I've joined, and sometimes I want to listen. I don't really necessarily want to talk, or I'm not in a situation where I can talk on the phone. So what I end up doing is I typically, if I don't want to talk, I believe you can just say I'm listening, or you can say sure, you can agree to come up on stage. So you don't get kicked out if you deny a moderator, hey, I don't want to go up on stage. You could just talk and, listen to the conversations that are going on. Now, the other thing I want to point out on this particular app, if you look at my name in particular, I'm going to scroll down so I'm at the bottom row. I'm next to Kimberly and Rosetta. You're going to notice on my specific username profile, which is Katrina, you'll see a little party hat. Now that party hat means I am a new user. I signed up for Clubhouse, I think it was February 2nd or 3rd. So I signed up for Clubhouse and I was just like, this is so cool, I really want to join this app and whatnot. And so I got an invitation from a sorority sister, so shout out to Ivy for sending that my way. But I don't know how long the party lasts, I think it's a week. But when you're new to Clubhouse, you'll have a party hat, and you can see Jennifer, Tamiko, all of those individuals have party hats as well. And that just indicates to others that you're a new user on the app. So usually when you're brought up on stage, people are like, hey, welcome to Clubhouse. And it's just a very uplifting community. And that's the other thing you'll notice. So the moderators are at the top tier, and then you have followed by speakers. So these are people who are, you know, interested in speaking, and then just others in the room. Now, if you click on a conversation in a room and you're like, you know what, this isn't really what I was interested in, I don't want to be a part of this group anymore, you can definitely leave, and it's not going to notify anyone. So you would just hit this leave quietly, and boom, you're out of the app once more. Now, this is the other cool thing that I love about the app. So at the top corner, you have your 2 invites. So these are people I can invite, they're on my friend list, or you can go to explore. Now you can explore people who are, you know, you could possibly follow, or you can find conversations about all these different topics. So there's everything from life, art, sports, hanging out, languages, knowledge, places. There's a whole variety of different topics that you can choose from. Let's go to, let's go life. It's right there. And then from life, there's even more topics. So you can say pregnancy, parenting, support, you know, weddings, traveling. Let's go to parenting. I'm a parent. And then from there are a variety of clubs to follow. So when you follow a club, this isn't necessarily a conversation that's happening right now in the moment. The club is like the overarching group that you want to be a part of. And then from there, when you follow this club, you're then notified when someone from this club who is associated with this club plans a topic. So what I mean by that, let's get out of here and let's go to my profile page. So you go down, you have where you can follow and who you're following, you have your bio. If you scroll all the way down, I am a member of these different clubs. So I'm a member of Social Media for Business Club. I'm a member of Women in Business. I'm also a member of Hey Girl You Can, which this one is pretty awesome. It's very uplifting. And then I'm also a part of Women of the Hustle. So from this particular club, I'll get notified when anyone who is also a member of this club creates a topic of conversation and schedules something. So let's just say, okay, for example, so at 12 p.m., Women in Business. So the second one it clicked on. So at 12 p.m., from one of the members of Women in Business, they're going to have a chat on ready to level up in your career, let's chat. Now say this topic really interested me, which it definitely does. I could share it with someone else who is on Clubhouse. You would get a link, and so you could also like market it on social media platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, that sort of thing. You can tweet about it, so same thing, kind of like share. You can copy the link, and again, copying the link is because you could share it on other multiple social media outlets, or you can add it to the calendar, which this is the feature I really love about Clubhouse, is the fact that I can find topics that are going to be offered, you know, days later, hours later, and if it's something that interests me, I can go add to calendar, and you can either do your Google Calendar or your Apple Calendar. Now I'm all about Google, so it's whatever your preference is. You can hit add, and then right away it goes to your Google, you know, calendar and stuff, and you can pick which email it goes to. I have a variety of emails, and then here it has a description. Ready to level up in your career? Let's chat, from Women in Business. What's stopping you from going to your next level in your career? Friends or family, your boss, or your own fears and insecurities? Let's talk about it. And then I could save it, and then boom, it would automatically be in my calendar. So if you're like, no, you know, I don't really want to like have it attached to my calendar, that's a-okay. You can hit this little bell, and then boom, you're all set. So anytime this particular group is like putting out content, I'll be notified within the app. So said sounds good. Then here is activity. So these are all the different people who I don't follow them necessarily. They're just all part of the group that I'm a part of, and these are all the different topics that they're just like busting out and showing. Now there are a lot of different topics, but once you like see the different topic being made, then it kind of like grays out and you don't necessarily see it anymore. But let's go ahead and go back to your profile. Now with the profile, you want to be as detailed as possible. This is where people go and they get their first impression on you. So you can just do a little blurb. You can say, you know, what you specialize in, or, you know, what your background is in, and just any fun topics, whatever, however you want to make a profile. It's completely up to you. And then you can connect on other social media profiles. So you can link, as of right now, you can link your Twitter and your Instagram account. Now, the reason for this, there is no feature on Clubhouse where you can like message someone, especially if you want to partner up and be a moderator for a certain topic. You're going to have to connect with them on a different social media outlet because there's just no feature right now for that. Maybe in the future they'll have like a messaging tab where if you want to like collaborate with someone, you can just like link up with them directly in Clubhouse. But right now, if you want to set something up, you have to DM them either on Instagram or Twitter, whatever your choice is. And that is pretty much it when it comes to the homepage. It also shows who you were nominated by. So this is Ivy was the one who sent me the invitation and stuff. And then up here, just like more of a settings tab, you can disconnect Twitter, disconnect Instagram, that sort of thing. You can see the different FAQs. Let's see, what else? Oh, invitations. Let's talk invitations. When you have, when you first join the app, you're given 2 invitations. You can only share your invitations with other iPhone users. Right now, they are in beta mode, so it's only working on iOS. So if you share it with someone who has an Android, unfortunately, you don't get that invitation back. And it's the same case if you share it with someone who does have an iPhone and they're like, I don't need another social media platform in my life, and they say no, you sort of lose out on those invitations. So I would highly recommend, if you have those invitations, share them with someone who is genuinely interested in joining the app, and then like share it directly with them through their cell phone number. And that is how you sign up. You sign up through your cell phone number. You can, I believe, did I connect it to my email? I really don't remember. I do remember signing, you have to have a cell phone in order to sign up. So that's what it is right now. I'm sure they're working on a algorithm, all this tech stuff. I'm sure they're working on a way where Android users can use it. But as of right now, this is only working on iOS. But ultimately, this app is just so cool. You can just tune in to a bunch of different conversations, gain the value from it, and I just really enjoy it. And you can start your own room. So say if you start your own room, you can say it's open to like the entire platform, so anyone who is on Clubhouse can join. Or you can open it to just your social network, so only those who follow you on Clubhouse. Or you can do a closed group. You can specifically choose who is allowed to be in it. And then of course you can say start a room for the, just the members of these certain groups. It's completely up to you. So let's just say I wanted to do an open room. I would say let's go. And then right now I'm in here. And I'm in here by myself. So of course if more people started coming in, then I would be joining. But right now I just kind of like went into this, so if someone sees it, they're probably just going to see that I'm in here talking. And that's the other thing, if you notice, if you can see this little gray bubbles speaking and flashing when I'm talking, that means I am talking. So when you see that in a room, everyone's pretty much muted, unless it's the person speaking, and then you'll see this little gray ring popping up around them. You can end the room. So since I am the moderator right now, you can raise hands open to everyone. So this is on the moderator side, so you can see who has risen their hand if there is someone there. I can ping people. So these are people who we follow each other, and if I'm like, hey, I want these people in the room with me. Lorna Williams, she's currently online. I can see she's on the app, so I could ping her to come to my room, and we could start a topic of discussion. And then of course, right here, if I didn't want to talk anymore, I would mute myself back on. But here, let's see, let's end this room. So I would end the room. Boom. Now you can plan ahead as well. So start a room, add a topic, you can do a short little description, and then of course you could plan it. So you don't have to necessarily start the room right then and there. You can plan it in advance. So if you know on Friday you want to, at 9 a.m. you want to discuss this certain topic, you can go ahead and set it so when everyone looks onto their or onto their notifications, like for example for mine, 12 minutes ago, Monday, February 8th at 8 a.m., Jupiter Jones scheduled Let's Plan Together, Tips, Tricks, and Support. And this is for women in business. So just like how I saw Jupiter's chat or her Clubhouse thing, if I were to plan something, then everyone who follows women in business would get the same notification as well. And if they're interested in the topic, they can say, hey, yes, I would love to be a part of that. That is pretty much it. Oh, and here is the other thing. So active clubs, if you you can either hit the grid at the bottom or you can slide to the left. There's two options of getting to this little feature right here. Active clubs are the rooms that are currently online right now with the members who are online, and then like from there you can say, hey, you know, I want to be, you know, I want to like see what room this person's in and stuff, or not necessarily what room they're in, but like who's online and like who's part of the group and stuff. But this is the one thing I wanted to showcase. Right now no one is online, but if I was interested in seeing like who like I follow and what they're doing, say let's just say for example Lorna's online. Say if I were to click on her, technically right here where it says start a closed room together, you could, if she was online, I could ping her and say, hey, let's start a closed room and do, you know, a topic of choice. Or if she was online and currently listening to another room, I could join her in that room that she's listening and get a sense of like what she's checking out. Or I can just view her full profile. It's completely up to you and how you choose to use it. But yeah, this is pretty much it, a really brief overview. Like I said, Clubhouse has a lot to offer. There is so much information out there to just tune in and consume, and I really, really like the app. There's just so much to offer, like from you yourself as an individual, if you want to host a room, to just being the average listener. I can't wait to see where this app goes. I know once it's open to everyone and it's no longer invitation only, it is going to blow up. There's going to be so many people discovering it and wanting to see what the heck it's all about. So that's all I have for you right now. Please like, share, and subscribe below, and let me know if you're on Clubhouse. What kind of topics are you interested in? What's your username? Put it down in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!